My camera battery sucks. I charged it all night and it's still cutting off on me. Anyway, I'm still back in the mix with my coffee here. Hardy's coffee, man, is some of the best. There's no question about it. Better than McDonald's. On my coffee list right now, not counting homebrew, is Hardy's is number one. They got some good coffee now. And number two is probably Mickey D's. I used to drink a lot of Casey's coffee. I'm in the Midwest where there's a Casey's on every block. But Casey's General Store. But they've gone downhill, man. They've gone downhill. Their coffee has really gone downhill. I don't know what it is. But salute. Methadone for life. Back at you, brother. I had a lot more to say, but I don't know how long my damn battery's going to last. Keeps cutting out on me. Anyway, it's good to be back. Again, I was going to say, the people that sub to me, if you're someone that I used to know, let me know if it's a different account. Because, I got a couple subs that I don't know who they are. And that's okay, I'm not against having new subs and all, but if you're somebody that I know and you don't have the same name, or, like most of us have different names or a variant of the same name, or a few of us do. Some of us have the same account that they had back then, which is good because I can find you easier. Anyway, out and about, like I said, I talk more, but I don't remember. I don't know how much battery life I have. I charge this thing all night, and I should have a lot of good battery, but I don't. I don't know, expect more of the same, I guess, everybody knows what my viewpoints are, and even if I end up disagreeing with, and I had some disagreements in the past, and I got into some crap with people in the past, and I'm going to try to avoid that, because life's too short, we're free to disagree and everything. It's the way it should be, right? But, I was going to talk a little bit about Occupy Wall Street. I haven't really, I'm still sitting on the fence, believe it or not, with that, because I see a lot of things that don't match up. And my main criticism, if you want to call it that, with the Occupy Wall Street folks, is that I don't know what they're after. Okay, I'm all against fighting greed and excess, and I believe Wall Street should be regulated. If you all remember back in the day, in Bill Clinton's administration, they used to have curves, they called them, on the stock market. If it went up too high, the curves would go in and it'd just stop trading. Or if it went into free fall, it would trigger and it would just suspend trading. I don't know what happened to that. Somewhere in the Bush administration that was taken out. That was deregulation of Wall Street. I've watched Wall Street, I've watched the stock exchange for many, many years. Mostly as a matter of interest. I've got a little bit in it now. I got my 401k money now from work. I moved it over into the stock market. And call me a capitalist, I don't care. Anyway, I watched a couple of videos, and it's bizarre because these people are protesting Occupy Wall Street, and then they showed this scene. If I can find it again, I might link it. And they're sitting around eating Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is listed on the stock exchange. It's traded on Wall Street. And they're sitting around eating a Dunkin' Donut, making the stock price go up because there's more of a demand for Dunkin' Donuts. You know, and I'm not saying I'm against Dunkin' Donuts, but these folks that are out there, I don't know what their agenda is. You take down Wall Street, you take down the country. And that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, it's like you suspend banking, that's going to kill the country. We can't do that. You know, everything is so interwoven with everything. And that's not to say roll over and give in, but the Wall Street movement thing, I don't get it. You know, these people go out and camp in the parks, and they've got their backpacks that's made by slave labor in China or listed on the stock exchange, drinking Starbucks and eating Dunkin' Donuts, and they want to take down the very thing that they're contributing to. And that's just bizarre to me. You know, I won't necessarily call it hypocrisy, but I think it's getting pretty close. And if they'd come out and say, okay, this is what we want to do. We want to take down Wall Street and we want to do this. But I haven't heard that. All I hear is Occupy Wall Street. And again, it's like I used to talk about, you know, protesting is all well and good. I've been there. I've protested. I've gone to things. I've done things. Protested and the whole bit. But the sense I get from a lot of it anymore is that these people are out there doing it just to do it, just because they think it's cool, just because they think they're some kind of avant-garde nouveau hippie or something. And it's just like, sure, protest, but tell me what you want. You know, this Occupy Wall Street thing ain't as simple as stop the war. It's like Occupy Wall Street and then what? Again, it's like I said, you know, you take down Wall Street, you're going to take down the economy. And all these people that are out there living in the park, shitting in a bag, they better get used to it, because that's what life would be like if this economy crashes. One problem is that a lot of these people, not all of them, but a lot of these people are young people, and they're so far removed from understanding the Great Depression of the 1930s. Okay, I didn't live through that, obviously, but my parents did. And I was brought up with under that kind of depression mentality and understanding of what it was like. I'm probably the last generation of such. These 20-something people that are out there, they read about it, maybe, but they don't understand it. And that's not to say you can't read about something and not understand it. You can. All right? It's like, I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that I can understand the inner cities and the way it is in the ghettos and in Compton with the gangs, and how the gangs they're not separate entities from the communities. You know, you go home to your moms and then you go out and banging, and it's all wrapped up together. I can understand it, and I can understand how they feel that they're oppressed and that there's strength and unity and all this. I understand a lot of it, not ever having lived it. But I just wonder about these Wall Street protesters. They haven't lived it. They haven't taken time to study it. And they don't know what it's like. They don't remember or have stories about the bread lines, about soup lines, about people standing in line for what they're doing now. But it's not out there, you know. Anyway, this is getting kind of long. I got 15 minutes worth nowadays, but I'm trying to make shorter videos. Anyway, that's my thoughts for the day. Again, I can't really find words, man. I got kind of emotional the other day. I was watching Methadone for Life, made me a welcome back video, and it's cool, and shit, man. I'm pleased to see him. He's pleased to see me. I really did thought people would kind of be like, Coffee Dude, oh, that son of a bitch thinks he can come back. Anyway, I got to drive and turn on my vent or roll my window down. Got my windows up because it messes with the sound, and it's really nice out today, which I enjoy. But then again, I think, again, like Methadone for Life, man, it's just more evidence of global warming, per se, perhaps, because it's just like, it's February, man, and it's 60 degrees out. you know, and it's just like, wow, yeah, I don't like the cold, don't necessarily like winter. I like the roads being free and clear and open so I can travel and, you know, get out. But at the same time, when you look at the big picture, you got to stop and think, man, you know, Al Gore maybe wasn't as full of shit as everybody thought. But anyway, I'll talk at y'all later. Take care. Peace.